today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Tyrod Taylor and the LA Chargers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
So here we go with a new era in Week 1. To nobody's surprise, the starting quarterback for Cincinnati in this 2020 opener is the #1 overall pick out of LSU. That, of course, Joe Burrow.
Zero shock here. In fact, it would have been a surprise if anyone other than Joe Burrow tried it out here to be the starting quarterback for Cincinnati. From the time they called his name at the NFL Draft, he was their starting quarterback, replacing Andy Dalton after a long run here in Cincy. Joe Burrow, the face of the franchise, their future is now.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
The 39-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. That catch good for only a couple. Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number undrafted free agents, so you never know what you're going to get.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
You have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The veteran Tyrod Taylor gets set to lead this Chargers offense as they take the field.
Many in the outside world see Tyrod Taylor as a bridge quarterback since the Chargers moved on from Phillip Rivers and drafted Justin Herbert. But head coach Anthony Lynn, he sees much more than that. They were together as play caller and quarterback in Buffalo when they went to the playoffs. And Coach Lynn believes that Tyrod Taylor can replicate that in Los Angeles.
chip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On second down, Eckler, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First down, Chargers.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Mixon. That's good.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Chargers 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one complete to Reed. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Taylor.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Found his target is Anderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. There's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Now we've got a tie game. He has 2 touchdown catches that we take a peek at. Does he have a 3rd in his repertoire to break this tie?
It's hard to say that he doesn't based on what we've seen so far. I remember when I was coaching Brandon, I went and saw a guy at a clinic, and all he talked about was, I want players that make plays that count. That's exactly what we're seeing from him here.
Yeah, he's made 2 that count, try to make it 3. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a Cincinnati Bengals.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, this This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. Green brings it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's complete. It's Green here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kenneth Murray brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Bullock on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4.
Makes the score. Chargers.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And spins away, wiggles free. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan coach. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. And it's complete. Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Chargers.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
And the Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage with 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll get this to Eckler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Taylor on first down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the complete.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and well, the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over, led by Tyrod Taylor. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And 13.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a
From
game
the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
56, the mark, boy, 56, check 56.
On second down, Burrow, slant pass to Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. The handoff, it's Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Taylor. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Keenan Allen. Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's a gain of...
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
1st and 10.
The Chargers ready to take over. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They started on the ground with Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They go play action with Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. That's
incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello? Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
They'll run for it with Eckler. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw Still here, secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down to Mixon on the check down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Open man is Uzama. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Taylor on the keeper.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the